Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. You are watching Tarot with Kuka. Today is June 27th, 2020, which brings us to a lunar cycle of which we are in a first quarter moon, which is why we're getting a bonus second video today. So remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. So today's moon guidance is brought to you by the Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. I love this card deck because, again, it allows us to kind of explain what our emotions or feelings or even our energy is going through with respect to the moon's position. So today we are actually in a first quarter moon, which means we've reached the halfway point as the moon is becoming illuminated from the summer solstice new moon in Cancer. So with the first quarter moon, it is about your commitment is being tested. And with a lot of things going on, Mercury retrograde, 5 other planets in retrograde, it can feel like, what we're trying to accomplish, our, projects, wishes, life changes, it may be challenging right now. And so I just want to bring out this guidance as a little hope for, as a message from the divine, that this is a temporary phase. So with the first quarter moon, I'm actually going to read from page 14 of the Moonology book written by Yasmin Boland. I love it. So what she says, it's a time to commit. The phase actually begins 7 to 10.5 days after the new moon, which, we're in that time frame. And so the key words about this phase is challenges, confidence, and commitment. And so I love it because, the first thing we're facing is a challenge. And, and it's about having the confidence just to continue going forward, which requires our commitment. And so I feel like it correlates beautifully with what the weekly guidance was today, earlier brought to you by, the Santa Muerte Oracle card deck, which it was about the 6 of Swords, where we're coming through difficult times, and maybe there's just a little bump of a challenge right now ahead, but we can persevere through. We're carrying our loads, we're carrying our burden, but we're carrying it on water. So there's low friction and we're able to move forward. So I love this picture, because it's like, it's purple, so there's magical intuition around it, and the moon is illuminating. It's getting brighter. Our energy's coming back. I don't know about you, but I've been tired the past few weeks as we were going into the new moon phase. So I wanted to read from the guidebook about the attunement, which will help us through this, and again, it's about still continuing with the positive. One of the phrases that I've learned the past 7 days was overthinking the positive. And so it's like each time I got a little bump of a frustration, I turned it literally into, instead of overthinking that negative situation, I was overthinking the positive of that situation. So the attunement is, I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. Let's take a deep breath in. Release. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. So, again, we may not be able to see that silver lining, but it's illuminating. So the teaching with this particular cycle from the guidebook is on page 29. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It's a time when the sun and the moon are at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. So again, it's a beautiful guidance because it's about, we can overcome whatever it is we're going through, each of us. I know we all have, our certain feelings where, where to one person it's a paper cut, and to another person it's like, we're trying to heal a gashing wound. So I just want to remind you that the universe, God, is listening to us and wants us to heal, and has a team of light beings, ascended masters, angels ready to assist. And all we got to do is ask. So with that, I'm going to draw the card that will help us through this mini crisis and help us move forward. And so again, I shuffle my cards with the intent to receive a protected message from God, from the divine, from the universe. Whatever you are comfortable, there is no wrong way when you are connecting to the all source that is love. And so don't let anybody tell you your beliefs are wrong. Because what is happening is each and every one of us is being called to align with the source. And so with that, I'm going to find a card that will help guide us through this situation. And what did we get? I already see a beautiful picture. So it says, hold your vision, fixed moon. And so looking at this, it looks like we're still kind of in that same, the same illumination, but the moon is tilting in a different direction. So let's see what this actually means with the guidebook. Okay, so I'm going to look up fixed moon and see where that lies. Because like I say, it seems kind of like, wow, we're being told to move forward, but we're being told to hold our vision. What's going on? So again, do you see how this communication thing kind of works out? However, I fully believe that everything does make sense for a reason. So I'm going to the guidebook. All right, so this is pretty cool because it actually does tie in. So I'm actually going to read. Okay, let me read from the guidebook a little bit. So there are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease those wheels so that the events move forward. Aha! Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies for you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. And again, this is what the moon is about, self-reflection. So the attunement, and this is what I love, because this is what helps the forward motion if we are feeling stuck, if we're feeling we can't, things are just wongo. So the attunement to this moon is yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Take that deep breath in. Release. Yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. So the teaching with the fixed moon is, in astrology, there are three quadruplicities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. So I love it, because if you are feeling stuck, there is the opportunity to move forward. And so I kind of want to look at the two attunements together. See if I can do this. I feel, like there is a lot of frustration with, this feeling of being stuck. So with the first quarter moon, I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. Remember, the commitment's being tested, but I don't think it's kind of like, I don't look at this as something that God or the universe is doing to us, because the universe doesn't necessarily play games like that. It's us it's our minds that are testing ourselves. And so if you kind of change your perspective into thinking, it's like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why is God putting me through this? Why is the source, I don't believe the source tests us, because we are human beings who have free will. So the limitations and the feeling of being tested is coming from within ourselves. We test ourselves. And so knowing that, and looking at yourself as being your judge, you know what to do. You know how to sway the opinion of yourself. So the commitment that is being tested is, you are testing your commitment. How far are you willing to, to continue this journey, or if this journey just truly doesn't feel it's working out, maybe the moon is telling you, hey, you know what, try a different direction. And again, maybe you'll instead of digging your heels into the ground, you'll be on that boat that may have that extra weight, but you're going forward. So with this first quarter moon, I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. The second, with the fixed moon, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Overthink the positive. It's that simple. And we'll be able to go forward with our projects, with our dreams. Maybe we are looking for a change. We may be in that mini crisis, but with some introspection and some thought and some careful calculations, as guided by the tarot deck from earlier today, your dreams can come true and you can move forward. So with that, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people, I am sending you love, light, and many, many blessings. Take care.